Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Guess the Book and Guess the Author on Supersonic Noir ASMR. Okay, so how this works is I will be reading the first chapter of any book, and you guess what book it is. No pressure. If you just want to go to drift off to sleep, you can do that too. So yeah, let's start. So this is book number 1, chapter 1. Okay, here we are. Chapter 1. Shahid Muhammad waited outside the kindergarten in Finsbury Park for his daughter. It was around the corner from the station, and he could hear the trains rumble past. It was almost 4, the end of the school day. There was a lot of laughter from within, that high-pitched, uncontrolled delight that children exhibit over small things. No doubt one of them had fallen over his feet or snorted orange juice up his nose. A teacher cajoled them to identify their lunchboxes. "Adrian, I'm quite sure this is not yours." "But I like this one better." "It belongs to Harry." "But I want it." "We can't just take things that don't belong to us." Shahid grimaced. Wasn't the correct lesson the exact opposite in this capitalist feeding frenzy masquerading as a society? A brisk breeze caused a pink plastic bag to swirl on the quiet street, and he watched it dance. A few other parents drifted up, mostly mothers. His Bollywood good looks, square jaw, straight nose, high cheekbones, melting brown eyes immediately attracted a few of the women. "Mr. Shahid, you're so helpful with Emma." The speaker was a frumpy creature with a chubby blonde son. "I do what I can." Regina, the mother of his child, his beautiful 4-year-old girl, had gone back to work when Emma was not yet a year old. "There's no rush," he said. "She needs you at home." "No, don't go all Indian subcontinent on me," she said, giving him a hug. "Women these days don't have to give up their life for a child," she added when she sensed his hesitation. "Isn't our life this child now? I'd drive her nuts if I was at home all the time." Shahid had been cajoled into agreeing that she couldn't be expected to give up her job. He stepped in, did his best for the child. He attended concerts when Regina was stuck at work, picked Emma up at nursery when his wife was running late, made himself dinner and hers too, listened to the floorboards creak as she went straight to the spare room so as not to wake you, she'd say in the morning, dropping a kiss on his tousled hair as she rushed back to work. "Please be a dear and drop Emma at school. I have an early meeting." "I think you should speak to them. Explain that you're not home enough." "Don't be silly. I'd be out on my ear." Shahid bit his tongue so often it had become an alternative food source. It galled him to admit it, but his mother had been right. No good came of marrying outside his kind. They had sent him to London to wed within the community, but instead he found Regina. He cast his mind back to the conversation he'd had with his mother earlier that day. Thanks to Skype, he did their airy Lahore home He could see their airy Lahore home, the old furniture, everything going to seed now that his father was dead and his mother losing her strength. Are you not the man of this household of yours? It's the 21st century. There's nothing wrong with helping out with a child. With the child, with the housework, with the cooking. Is that how I brought you up, to be a slave to a woman? They spoke in Urdu. Urdu, is that how, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. They're all the same, the young women in that country. They have no respect for tradition, for family. Over his mother's shoulder, you could see the row of china figurines, farmers and milkmaids, pink cheek and plump. He didn't have to be there to know that she would be using the fireplace to store old newspapers. He grimaced. He'd read the Urdu headlines online just before calling home. More drones, dead civilians, dead children. And this is the sort of example you want for Emma? His mother rose to her feet with difficulty, leaning on her cane. Salwar kameez stretched across her broad hips. She hobbled over to the dining table, picked up a plate of sweetmeats and took one, holding it up to show him. You are so thin, Shahid. You must eat. Since he'd been a child, she would temper her criticism, show her affection with food, a samosa or something sweet. Sweet desserts for a sweet boy. He did his best to teach Emma the ways of his home in Lahore. Said to her sometimes, sweet desserts for a sweet girl. Then I can't eat my nasty vegetables, can I? What do you mean? Because I'm not a nasty girl, am I? Was that sharp wit inherited from her mother? Shahid was dragged back to the present as the brightly painted blue front door opened and tiny tots streamed down the path. He spotted Emma and his heart turned over. She was so beautiful. The long silky hair tied into two plaits with a fringe that brushed her eyebrows. The big brown eyes framed with dark lashes, the button nose and the pink cheeks. Her sturdy form was dressed in a polka dot red dress, white leggings, and a red jacket buttoned neatly down the front. You're picking up Emma today, Mr. Shahid? Yes, her mother was held up. That's all right then. It was good of you to step in. I do what I can. He took a step forward. Emma? She flung herself into his arms and he tickled her vigorously, her shrieks drawing smiles from the other adults. Where's Mama? She asked breathlessly. She's busy. She's always busy. So I've come to get you today. London? Yes, you can learn policing methods from the English bobbies. This almost sounded appealing to... Okay, I'm going to stop here because it's a spoiler. The next sentence is a spoiler. And your job is to guess what book this is from, okay? So I'm really sorry if the delivery wasn't that great. This is only just my first video. So if you have any feedback or you'd like me to deliver the story in a different way, am I talking too loud? Am I is the sound okay? Is the sound okay? Can you hear everything just fine? Let me know. And just let me know if you have any feedback. Obviously I'm new to this, so I'd appreciate any feedback, and I apologize if you can hear my cats in the background. But yeah, this is today's book. Should I give you guys a clue so you can guess what book this is? Nah, I'm not gonna give you a clue. I hope some of you can guess what book this is. It's from one of my favorite genres. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, sorry for any shortcomings. Thank you for watching. Bye.